I wanted to learn the crypto investing strategies of billionaires and then immediately go out and apply what I learned. I did the research and what I discovered was awesome. If you're new to crypto and you want to start investing in crypto following the same strategies billionaires use, then this video is for you. My name is Lee. I build software that solves crypto investing problems and share videos like this to help make crypto investing more profitable. This video is all about helping you get started as a beginner crypto investor. We're going to look at different perspectives and crypto strategies of billionaire investors from Shark Tank and break down a step-by-step guide that you can follow as a beginner. I'll show you how I set up my account on Coinbase. I set up security, then we'll buy some Bitcoin and transfer it to a hardware wallet. By the end of this video, you'll be able to buy and sell cryptocurrency with confidence. But you'll also leave this video understanding what successful investors look for and how they trade crypto, which is incredibly valuable when you're just getting started. So what I did is I researched crypto investment strategies of Kevin O'Leary or Mr. Wonderful and Mark Cuban to help you really get started on your crypto journey with a strategy that's based on the thought processes of successful billionaires. These guys have a large percentage of their net worth invested in the crypto market, so they're not just playing around even though they have a lot of money. It's important that you watch this video till the end so you can see the difference between their strategies. This is a step-by-step guide for beginner cryptocurrency investors that walks you through setting up your systems and securely buying Bitcoin from Coinbase and storing it offline on a ledger. Smart investors like Kevin and Mark educated themselves on crypto and got involved for a reason. Getting involved early is important, and it's still early in crypto. Let's look at two different billionaire perspectives on crypto and their investment strategies. We've got Shark Tank investors Kevin O'Leary and Mark Cuban. They're both very passionate about business and finance. They both support crypto. Kevin's a bit more conservative and traditional when it comes to investing, while Mark has more of a risk appetite. One thing about crypto is that it's super volatile and sometimes it can be kind of sketchy. I think it's really important when you go into a new crypto investing opportunity to be aware of that and just know that just like any other type of investment, nobody knows how it's going to pan out long term. I say that because I've found myself in situations where I've lost a lot, and I can kind of start to feel bitter about that, right? But what's cool about this information that I'm going to share today is that these billionaires, Mark Cuban, Kevin O'Leary, they've lost a lot too. But what you don't see is these guys going out on social media and blaming everyone else for their losses. They own their losses. It was their decision. So I think that that's one of the takeaways that you'll get from some of the things that I share in this video. And I think personal responsibility is really important in crypto or just investing in general. So first, let's get inside Kevin O'Leary's head so you can understand how he trades and whether you want to use a similar strategy. So Kevin was very skeptical of crypto back in 2017, mainly because he was just so used to the traditional way of banking and investing. He began to be sold on the idea of cryptocurrency when the Canadian government first started to regulate it as a legal form of investment. And then the first Bitcoin ETF and then the Ethereum ETF were released. And by then he knew that the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, was somehow involved with all of this. So he chose to wait until a little bit of regulation was in place, or at least there was momentum in that direction. That way he knew he could invest safely into this new market. After this, he was comfortable with investing since it was properly being regulated. He became a shareholder and ambassador of FTX, a well-known cryptocurrency exchange like Coinbase, and he started funding a bunch of other crypto companies and projects. Take a look at what he believes about the cryptocurrency financial sector. The target economy on Earth is financial services. I think crypto will be the 12th sector of the economy within 10 years because it adds so much liquidity, so much productivity, so much transparency, so much audibility. It's so much better than what we are doing right now, which is so expensive and so slow. He sees a lot of problems in traditional finance and banking systems worldwide. Kevin and a lot of other influential investors can see that in the next 10 years, crypto will probably take over and cause a paradigm shift when it comes to finance. Notice that although he values security and regulation, he agrees that what crypto is doing with decentralization is better than what we're doing right now. So this is what Kevin O'Leary said about his investment strategy with crypto. He said, "My strategy is to do the same thing I do with stocks, get diversification. I own 32 positions, 32 chain projects, 32 different coins and tokens. I have no idea which ones will win over the next 5 years, but I don't need them all to win. I just need a few to win, and that's what diversification is all about." This is a pretty common practice and mentality of successful investors, and you can copy it. So a smart investor never throws all his eggs into one basket. Kevin says that his philosophy to crypto investing is the same as the traditional big boys. He calls it portfolio theory. Portfolio theory says never to invest more than 20% in any sector and never more than 5% into a single stock or bond. Kevin's largest holdings are Bitcoin and Ethereum. He also has a big position in USDC, a stablecoin, and he also invests in Polygon, Serum, and Solana. He also revealed what his investment strategy is for the current bear market. So for the bear market, his crypto holdings went from 20% crypto to 18%. He says you have to get used to the volatility and tweak your positions accordingly. So because his compliance department considers USDC as a highly volatile equity instead of a money market or a proxy for cash, due to what's been happening in the stable coins recently, so his holdings in stablecoins are now at 5%. He's waiting for his compliance department to give him a green light to add more stablecoins to his investments. In terms of the DeFi space, O'Leary is not very involved because he doesn't see the value in those projects right now. You'll hear the word utility a lot in crypto. Billionaire investors like Kevin O'Leary look for big problems and then assess whether the application of blockchain technology can solve those problems. The bigger the problem, the better. But he sees a lot of potential in the future. Like he's intrigued by the NFT market because it reminds him of his collectibles investments. He's super obsessed with his watch collection. So he sees value in the concept of NFTs. In response to people's concerns about the crypto bear market, he compares the crypto volatility to when Amazon was in the early years, 18 years ago or so, like when there were constant corrections every 12 to 18 months. However, he knows that Washington will soon get their act together on how they're going to handle crypto after the midterm sometime. In other words, they'll take care of themselves first and then us. Then there will be institutional investor support. He wants to be ahead of the game by investing now so he can ride the wave when it happens. So his advice for those who are just getting started in crypto is to learn and understand things like security, password protocols, centralized versus decentralized, and to take baby steps and put in real money. He says that I tell everyone that this is the future of currency. It's the future of payment systems. It's the 12th sector of the economy. Get over it and start learning about it. Okay, now let's see what Mark Cuban is doing with crypto. You've probably seen the headlines where Mark Cuban supported the cute and fluffy but pointless Dogecoin last year. He said that Dogecoin is, quote, the strongest cryptocurrency as a medium of exchange. Clearly, there's a big difference in how he perceives the value of cryptocurrency versus Kevin O'Leary. So Mark Cuban first started using crypto when he minted his first NFT. He recognized how the concept of smart contracts and NFTs could have potential future utility. Cuban said that 80% of his investments that are not on Shark Tank are in cryptocurrencies. He's bullish on smart contracts, which is why he holds quite a bit of Ethereum. Cuban holds roughly 179 Ethereum in one of his wallets as of the time of making this video. And for the most part, he aligns his crypto strategies with decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs and NFTs. In a recent interview, Mark gave insights on his crypto investing strategies. The main question he asks when investing is, what is the core utility of it? What value does it have? He says that that's why he has more holdings in Ethereum than Bitcoin. He believes that ETH being based on smart contracts has more value and utility than Bitcoin because Bitcoin acts more like gold, which is considered a commodity, simply perceived value. He says that there's a lot of speculation with crypto because for many people, it's all about making more money. People speculate less when interest rates are high, as there is less incentive to speculate at that time, so markets go down. His current strategy during the bear market is buying more ETH when it goes below 1800. He also buys Bitcoin when it goes under 28,000. So he's not buying because everyone else is. He's buying because he sees the value in it. One example is his investment in Climate DAO, which is a decentralized autonomous organization, an entity that grants token holders governing power over the entity. So governing power is proportional to how many tokens they hold. Utility exists in this project by offsetting the carbon footprint, but its value went down because not a lot of people are using it. So Cuban thinks that once people become more comfortable with crypto, they'll invest in Climate if the project can survive. So as for NFTs, he's invested in things like Bored Ape Yacht Club and ApeCoin. According to Cuban, the benefits of NFTs include some of the following things, like you can't mess it up, unlike physical art. You can transfer immediately, so there's no transfer risk. You don't have to worry about the quality. He says if you create an NFT that has demand, it'll be a good market. It'll be worth something. 99% of NFTs are useless, but for those 1% that can make it special, it can be valuable. So compared to Kevin O'Leary, Mark Cuban invests more aggressively into DeFi. Cuban believes banks should be scared of DeFi. He's going for riskier assets and looks at things that have potential to go hyperbolic, like DeFi lending platforms and DAOs. This is one of the things that makes Mark Cuban interested in crypto overall. He believes that the DeFi ecosystem could be a serious competitor to traditional banks. So if he were to start a business today, he would start a business around blockchain technology, smart contracts and NFTs, because it reminds him of the early days of the internet. Despite all this wonderful potential, crypto is still an intimidating new technology with lots of scary stories about everyone losing all of their money and just billions of dollars evaporating into thin air. So that fear creates a unique opportunity for new investors entering the market. Fortune favors the bold, right? And Warren Buffett, a known hater of crypto, even said something like, which I think is played out, but be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. And Kevin O'Leary taught himself crypto and blockchain fundamentals, and you should too. Earlier, we saw Kevin's advice to learn and understand about security and password protocols and things like that. And so now let's kind of walk through how you can securely invest into cryptocurrencies. And before our walkthrough, we'll need to understand three important things regarding digital assets. So here are the three most important security concepts for beginners that they need to understand before investing in crypto. And the first is that you are your own bank. This is not like traditional banking or the traditional stock exchange. There are no fail-safes in place to protect you if you make any mistakes. So this means that you're not going to be able to contact the exchanges if you lose your money. These investments are not FDIC insured, and you are vulnerable to hackers at any time. You can think of this as like the modern gold rush in the Wild West. So the second thing you need to know is the golden rule of investing. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. So remember that high risks can lead to higher rewards, but don't overestimate and over speculate. You need to figure out an amount that you're truly comfortable with investing. Crypto investing is not like the stock exchange where there's a 9 to 5 window where you can sit and ponder afterwards what you did and then make changes the next day. Crypto is traded 24/7, and so you need to be able to understand what you're getting yourself into. Remember that you are your own bank, managing your own personal funds. The third thing you need to know is to pay very close attention to the URLs of websites that you're accessing, because it's still the Wild West out there in the crypto world. There are scams and scams and scams and scams. I can't stress this enough. Scams have become very sophisticated, and there are a lot of different fake websites that are pretending to be real crypto projects. There are a ton of phishing sites that will try to steal your username and password, your wallet keys, and other important information from you. So if they get a hold of your wallet keys, you're done. You can lose all of your money just like that. So one thing you can do is just make sure that you're on the real websites of these protocols and projects by just looking in your browser to see if they have the little lock icon, and make sure that HTTPS is being used. That just means that there's an encryption protocol called SSL that's protecting the information being passed through the website by a user. You want to make sure that the URL is accurate as well. And to do that, and to make your life easier, you can go to CoinMarketCap's website and type in the project or the protocol that you're looking for. You'll see a link to the website, the contract address, and things like that of the protocol. All right, so now you know how to securely navigate crypto sites. So even though you know how to safely navigate through the web, it's still worthwhile to secure your computer even more. You should consider downloading an anti-malware application to scan your computer for threats. There are a lot of different scanners out there to help stop things like ransomware and malware that could give an attacker access to your hot wallet like MetaMask. And in this walkthrough, I'll show you how to do this using Malwarebytes. So go to the Malwarebytes website, hit the free download button. It'll open up the setup process. Make sure you read all the disclosures. Click agree and now hit install. Once it's finished installing, the app will open up. You can click get started and it's going to ask where you're installing Malwarebytes. Click the one that's relevant to you. Now you're going to need to give Malwarebytes full disk access if you're using Mac. So you're going to go to System Preferences and Security and Privacy. Then you're going to go to Full Disk Access. Make sure that Malwarebytes protection is checked on. And now you can go ahead and hit Scan. It may take a while depending on how many files you have on your computer. Once it's done, you can go ahead and click View Report, or you can click Reports on the top tab. And once you're done looking at the reports, you can go ahead and hit Done. Another resource to download is Key Scrambler if you're a Windows user. This is used to prevent keyloggers from seeing what you're typing and stealing your passwords. You can also use the on-screen keyboard on your computer to type your passwords to bypass keylogging. If you're on a Mac, you can go to System Preferences, click Accessibility, scroll down to Keyboard, click Viewer, and click Enable Accessibility Keyboard. A lot of times you're going to be accessing your crypto-related accounts from your smartphone, so you need to take steps to secure your phone too. The first thing you need to do is to set up a passcode if you don't have one already set up. That way you can prevent someone from accessing your accounts in case you lose your phone or it gets stolen. Another layer of security is to download antivirus and anti-malware on your phone. Also, it would be really good to remove your phone number from any public websites or social media. This can be really difficult as we kind of live in like a social media driven society and everything, but it's a really important step to ensure the security of your investments. There is a hacking technique known as SIM theft. This is where hackers call your cell phone provider and request a new SIM card. The hacker then uses your number to access different accounts and steal your information. To prevent this, call your service provider and request setting up a strong passphrase to be disclosed before activating new SIM cards on your account. Okay, now it's time to create an encrypted email address that you use exclusively for crypto investments. It's really best not to use your current email addresses, which may have been leaked already in the past when you visited so many websites and created so many accounts all over the place. I really recommend that you use Proton Mail or something similar to that prioritizes security and privacy. To create a Proton Mail account, follow these steps. First, go to proton.me and on the front page, click Create a Free Account. I'll leave a link in the description. Make sure you go to the right site. We're going to set up a free account. Click Get Proton for free. Type in a username, password, and hit the Create button. Then you're going to be asked to verify with CAPTCHA. Now you can choose a display name and click Next. You can add a recovery phone number and email address. Click Save Selected. Now you have an encrypted email account to use when you set up your cryptocurrency accounts. And the next thing that we've got to look at is two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication is an extra layer of security where you use an authenticator app on your phone. This authenticator provides a unique code generated for the application you're trying to log into. These codes change like every 30 seconds, so there's no way anybody can access your accounts unless they have your phone at that particular time. So for this walkthrough, I'm going to be showing you how to set up Google Authenticator, since this is pretty much the standard for most applications. To use Google Authenticator, you will need to have a Gmail account before proceeding. If this is the first time setting up Gmail, make sure you create a strong password for it. So first, go to the App Store and then look for Google Authenticator. Go ahead and install it. Open the application, tap Get Started. Okay, let's pause and go to our computer. In your browser, type in myaccount.google.com/security. Scroll down till you see this two-step verification and then click on it. Click Get Started, sign into your Gmail account, click Continue, add a backup phone number, type in the code sent to your phone. Now click Turn On to turn on two-factor authentication. It's going to take you back to your account security page. Scroll down to Authenticator app and click on it. Click Set Up Authenticator. Now back to your phone, type Scan a QR code. Scan the QR code on your computer screen. It'll prompt you to enter the 6-digit code you see in the app. Click Verify. So now it would be wise to set up two-factor authentication on your encrypted email account too. To do that, go to your email account, click Settings, click Account and Password, toggle on two-factor authentication, click Next, scan the QR code with your two-factor authentication device. Now type in your password along with the two-factor authentication code from your app. A series of recovery codes are going to show up. Make sure to save these recovery codes somewhere. In the event that you lose access to your two-factor authentication app or your device, you can use those recovery codes to access your account. Remember that each code can only be used once. Okay, awesome. Now you're set up with two-factor authentication and you're ready to secure your crypto accounts. Okay, next we're going to jump into hardware wallets. Crypto hardware wallets, also known as cold wallets, are considered one of the best methods for storing cryptocurrencies. And this is because they allow users to store private keys offline, away from the internet or ordinary computers where they could be stolen after hacking. These wallets cost money, but it's worth absolutely every penny, so get one if you can. Ledger supports Bitcoin and all the Ethereum contract tokens, hundreds of Cardano chain tokens, Polkadot, Solana, and a lot more. Trezor's advantage is that most of their software stack is open source, as well as most of their hardware. Never buy a used wallet from a third party. Always buy it from the original manufacturer and make sure the links are correct. Again, I'll leave them in the description below. So we will get to setting up a hardware wallet in a little bit. Creating a Coinbase account comes next though. Okay, great. So now you're ready to start purchasing cryptocurrencies. I'm going to be showing you how to set up an account on Coinbase, which is really like one of the most trusted crypto exchanges in the market right now. If your country isn't supported, you're going to have to use another exchange like Binance, KuCoin, Kraken, or something like that. So first go to Coinbase.com. Make sure you bookmark this so you don't get scammed in the future. Click Sign Up, select Individual, and then Get Started. Type in your first name, your last name, email address, and create a password. On the next screen, just click Next until you see the email verification page. Go to your email and verify your email address. And then once your email is verified, select your state. Now set up two-step verification, enter your phone number. Now type in the code sent to your phone, select your country, enter in your personal details. Now you'll be able to add a payment method using Plaid to connect your bank account to Coinbase. Enter your bank login information. Now let's change our two-factor authentication to use that Google Authenticator app instead. To do this, click your account and then click Settings, click on Security, scroll down and click Select next to Authenticator. Type in the code text to your phone. Now go to Google Authenticator and scan the QR code that's on your computer screen. Type in the code that you see on your app. Okay, now the last step is to verify your photo ID. On the menu header, click Account Limits. Under Level 3, click to verify your photo ID. Once you're all verified, you can now buy cryptocurrencies. So go to your dashboard, click Buy and Sell. You can now choose how much you want to buy. Choose which crypto you want to buy, choose your payment method, click Preview, Buy. You can choose to invest weekly or not. Just click Buy Now. Cool, now we just bought some cryptocurrency. Now we need to transfer that over to our hardware device. So now I'm going to show you how to transfer your cryptocurrency from Coinbase to your Ledger Nano X device. Open your Ledger Live app on your computer and enter your password. Click on the Receive button and then choose the corresponding cryptocurrency account to credit. Then click Continue. Plug in your Ledger Nano X device and enter your PIN code. Navigate to the Bitcoin app on your device and press both buttons down to select. On your computer screen, you should be able to click Continue. Next, you'll need to verify the address on your device. Click continue, then compare the address on your computer with the address listed on your Nano X. And if it matches, click on the copy button on your computer to copy the address. On your Ledger device, tap the right button until it says approve on your screen, and then tap both buttons to approve. On Coinbase, go to the accounts tab and go to your Bitcoin wallet. Click on the send option, paste the copied address into the recipient field, enter the amount that you want to send to your Ledger Nano X wallet, or you can choose to just send max. You can type anything you want in the optional message field. Then click continue. Review the confirmation page for accuracy and then click confirm. Okay, great. Now your transaction's on the way. You can view the details or simply close the window. When the transaction is complete, you're going to see it listed in the Bitcoin account on the Ledger Live app. Now the access to your cryptocurrency is safe offline with your Ledger Nano X. If you ever want to sell your Bitcoin or use it to buy other coins, you can simply use the send button on the Ledger Live app. Choose the corresponding account, paste the address from the exchange you want to send it to, and proceed. So now that you actually know how to buy crypto and transfer it, and you know how to do it securely, you can start to take action on different strategies and start to build a portfolio that might look something like, Kevin O'Leary's or Mark Cuban's. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications, because my channel is new and there's no way you'll know about any new videos that I release unless you use the notification bell.